Let me give you a quick overview of the Android platform. The Android platform is a software stack that is designed to run on mobile devices. The Android platform can be simply viewed as consisting of 3 layers. At the bottommost layer is the Linux kernel that deals with the underlying hardware and exposes an appropriate functionality for the higher layers to make use of. On top of the Linux kernel is the middleware. This is where the Android framework exists, and this provides the appropriate functionality for applications to make use of the underlying system. On top of this, we have the application layer. This is where typical users experience the Android platform in terms of making use of all the apps that are installed on their devices. In addition, developers are working at this layer to develop various applications, taking advantage of the functionality provided by the underlying Android framework. Android has been an evolving platform since 2008. Every so often, there is a new version of Android platform released for the users. The latest version of the Android platform is Lollipop. Now, in the literature, you often see Android being referred to in one of 3 different ways, either by the name of the platform or the version number or the API level. The typical name of the Android platform is a user understandable name like ice cream sandwich, jelly bean, Kit Kat, or Lollipop. A second way that we refer to the platform is by specifying the version number. The current version of Android, Lollipop, is version number 5.0. The minor numbers represent small enhancements to the platform. The third way we often see Android being referred to is by the API level. This is what you will see being used when you do the application development. The API level, for example, for ice cream sandwich is 14 or 15, all the way up to Lollipop, which is 21 or 22. If you have been following the news, you have seen that the M developer preview has just been released, and it'll be the next upcoming version of Android. When we look at the current distribution of Android devices, most of the Android devices in use are running either Jelly Bean or Kit Kat version. We do have a small fraction of ice cream sandwich and gingerbread devices. The Lollipop version is slowly gaining ground. If you are developing an Android application, it'll be safe for you to target platforms as low as either ice cream sandwich or gingerbread, whereby you will cover most of the Android devices that are active at this moment. Now let's view the Android architecture itself in more detail. As we saw earlier, the Android platform can be viewed as several layers, so we'll examine these in a bit more detail. At the topmost layer is the Android applications. This is where you have the standard applications that come with your platform, and also applications that developers release for the platform. The Android applications are written in the Java programming language. Right below the applications layer is the Android application framework. This is the layer that consists of various managers like the notification manager, window, activity manager, telephony, and resource managers, and content providers, which deal with the underlying data storage, and the view system that deals with the user interface aspect of the Android platform. So applications make use of the functionality exposed by the application framework underneath. Below this is the set of libraries that include the Bionic, libc, media framework, for supporting both audio and video, SQLite for supporting databases, WebKit for browser support, OpenGL for 3D graphics, and Surface Manager for 2D graphics and the view system. In addition, at this layer, you also see the Android runtime. The runtime consists of the core libraries that support the Java language and also the virtual machine, which in the current version of Android is referred to as the ART, the Android runtime. Below that, of course, is the Linux kernel that provides the underlying drivers for the hardware and also provides the hardware abstraction for the higher layers to make use of. Now, as we go forward, we have seen a basic introduction to the Android platform. We'll go ahead and then develop our first Android application, which is the Hello World application, in order to understand the application development and the integrated development environment